Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Look at these two little beautiful blue twins sitting there. Man, oh man, we've been busy. We got some new ones in this old Ford pick 'em up truck here. Yesterday we had a wasp fun with that one. Engine's going in this Prelude. Y'all know the good old Wagon. Another Prelude for some issues. Fuel tech, going K-Series maybe. We're kind of up in the air. We're putting some build sheets together on that one to see. And then the Caddy, we did some repairs on it yesterday and it is getting ready to go home. But I am currently working on this thing once again. She was making a terrible noise somewhere in the bottom end of that thing. We don't know what had happened here. So I'm gonna get this engine tore down, see what we all got going on with it. I've got a bunch of bearings, pistons, rings and bearings, woo, over there for a K-Series. So hopefully we can gap them if need be. Whatever we're missing, hopefully we got. Butch whipped this thing out yesterday for me. He's getting pretty dang efficient at these. So enough jibber jabber. I'm gonna get this head tore down and see what we got going on here. Hope you enjoy this week's video. Let's kick some butt, guys.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Look at all the dirt that's kind of like in these, and like the milkiness and the oil. There's kind of just a lot going on. Valves never kissed. There's no valve indentations anywhere on these, so they're all pretty good that way. So now I'm gonna throw a crank bolt in this thing, spin it over, and just kind of see what these do as they go up and down. They're pretty damn tight, which is good. They all look to be the same direction, which is good. So let's hope this thing was built correctly. Hopefully it's something super stupid, super easy, super minor. We can get this thing back on the road. The cylinders ain't scored, and that's what I was expecting to see out of this whole ordeal, was kind of some scoring for maybe not the proper ring gappage, but that doesn't appear to be it. The head all looks fine. Cams look fine. Everything looks good. Head gasket still looks good. I don't know what the heck's going on. We're gonna tear the bottom end down and see exactly what's going on with this thing. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Make sure to go check out roachworks.com. Get yourself some merch. And you know it's hoodie season. Look at these bad hoodies. We even got cooler ones on there now. So make sure to go check out our website and get some merch. Woo, boy, oh boy. Getting ready for vacation, and the fun just doesn't stop around here. This thing, we're gonna throw a cage in here. I went and picked it up. It's for a Mustang. But it's like the last big thing. I gotta do a tune, cage, so I can put harnesses in. That's where we're at on this. Everything else is pretty much done. The car starts every time. I buttoned up a lot of little things I needed to under the bay. I got alternators working, charging as it should. All the lines are ran to the fuel pump, all the VTEC. I mean, engine bay's done, y'all. I'm gonna work on some exhaust going back. Once we get full exhaust, engine bay side is done. I'm pretty tickled with it. But let's dive into getting this bad boy put in there. That's gonna be fun. Butch and I are gonna tag team it and just have some fun on it, throw it in. We're gonna make it so the passengers can still sit in the back. It ain't gonna be comfortable by no means. Dang straight. So that's for the harnesses, because this has those stupid seat belts, and the wife bought some cool pink seat belts for this thing. So harnesses, slap it in, she gonna be rowdy. Let's dive into it. What you working on in here, Butchels?
Oh, you know, just making a cage.
There it is. This one I'm even letting him keep. Yep. I think this is like the second or third one he's done for me personally, and I just keep selling the vehicles that he keeps putting them in, but we're not selling the Wagon. This one's here to stay. Look how rad that looks, man. And then we're gonna we gotta do an X in the back of this thing. It's gotta get one. Look at all that headroom. Man, you'd have to be getting a little Western even, like you'd have to be sitting tall. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because I saw, oh, geez, this is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you were chilling.
Yeah. In there.
Man, this thing's gonna be so sleeper status. Still have leg room all the way
The
around.
boxes, did you show the boxes?
Oh yeah. So Butch came up with a great idea. These boxes. And they're still at 1 6x6 with an added 2-inch or 3-inch or something, 4-inch there. So they're actually quite large. So this should still cert if we had to. It's gonna be super rad. We got those on both sides. You can still get all the seat bolts out. The seat still slides forward and back. We're thinking of all of it. Look at all that leg room you still have. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
The lines are just in my way now.
Yep. Man, so it's gonna have leg room. Yep, harness bars getting ready to go in. Butch is gonna make that thing up. I think maybe while he's making that, oh nope, can't weld none of it yet because we're gonna drop the top. We're gonna drop it down. We may not. I was gonna leave this open for the dogs and everything, all the luggage, but it needs an X back there to just, I don't know, it looks so sleeper if it don't have an X that you'd never even notice the dang things. Again, this is gonna be like slash daily driver status because we like to daily these things. I've been working on the exhaust while Butch is working on that. I picked up all this exhaust and muffler and all this, and then I ran a piece back. Trying to debate if I want to make it kind of look old school and run the muffler like that. It'd be like a mini old school style one, and then have it come over here with the teardrop, or if I'm just gonna run it literally straight out right here, run a little teardrop, or if I'm gonna run it out right behind the tire and do a big old bullhorn. I wanna like maybe have it come up like yay high, and then I don't know, just bullhorn. I haven't decided, but that's what I'm gonna be up to. But for now, I'm gonna try to weld these babies up, see if I can get them or destroy them. Hope you guys are enjoying. Let's get into some work. She putting in work around here on a Saturday before we head out for vacation. Man, y'all missed it. The wagon drove under her own power. That clutch is super grabby. We gotta adjust, bleed it, do a few things there. But man, wagon ran. She's got full exhaust on her.
Yep. Full exhaust. Ain't that something?
Man, look at this lady. She's just putting in work. She gonna move it around all by herself. She's just having too much fun.
Yep.
Right here.
Yeah.
Is the wheel attached on the strap?
Yeah. I know.
That'll work.
Woo.
We're gonna K-swap all drive this little thing. I know. It's gonna be a task, but man, Butch is the man for the job, and this is the shop for it to be at. So hey, K-swap all drive in a Z600, a Z600 is actually what this one's called. Yeah, you guys just gotta be looking forward to it because this one's gonna be fun. This kid, I think he's gonna drive it. Okay. When it's done, he's gonna be out just rallying this little thing. Yeah. So stay tuned. Wagon will be getting dynoed when we get back. She's basically done, but she's gonna tidy up a little bit of cage stuff on it, and the thing's ready to hit the dyno. Once we get done with the dyno, we'll get the drive shaft put in it. That car is done. You guys will be seeing Mom here before long, moving her down also. Good little update for you. We're heading out for vacation, Enjoy your week, everyone.
She drove, guys.
Look at that, she's a cruiser. No brakes, but she cruises right on along.
Now look at Butchell's on cozy back there.
Yeah, Butch just...
Yeah.
Look at all that room, and then you got this. This
That's our
is
little
gonna be.
handlebar.
This is key when the all-wheel drive 600 horsepower starts. This is what you're gonna want. You know what I mean?
Oh, she's gonna be great. Right. Smoky, stinky, tune on like the 14th or something.
14th, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! See what she does.
It's been a minute. We've been crazy. Vacation. Went to Montana, moved my mom down, rebuilding this dang thing. But guess what, y'all? It sounds right, huh, Butch?
Yep.
Yeah. We got her all back together. Sounding good. Gonna smoke off the header a little bit. We still got to get a catch can in this thing. But man, we have been just trying to get caught up. Vacation was good. But check it out, y'all.
What's that?
Mother made it down. It's been crazy. But we got this thing in here. We're gonna start this video off right. That red one running. This car here is getting a full turbo build. It's a K series. This thing is slick. It's got a bunch of, I don't even know the right word for it, but it's got a bunch of parts that are just getting released, like pre-release parts on it. So it's gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna be working on Lee as well. And then we had this little EF here kind of come in. It's got some fuel issues, I believe is what it is. That's kind of what I've diagged it to be. And then that little thing there, you guys just keep your peepers on the channel for that one. Wagon, Butch is killing it. We're having fun. Look at that spare tire sitting in there. We caged this thing, just kind of half back cage. You can call it a cage now, I guess, because it's all tied together. It's more of a harness bar. But hey, that's where we're at. We're gonna get some cars moved around and then dive into this turbo build here. Oh yeah, this Ford runs too. We know a thing or two about carburetors. Man, this one just sat outside and ran forever, and we think it is good to go. I might flash a different tune on it and see what it's like, but this tune seems to be pretty okay that's on there. We might end up building a catch can, filter, a few little things, but other than that, this thing is finally done, sounding good, sounding right, and ready to go hit the road. So that means Butch and I are gonna tag team this one. He's gonna start on the clutch on this job here. I'm gonna get the front bumper pulled off of it. Maybe start mocking up intercooler, because I believe this intercooler has like bolt-on bracketry in a sense, so we don't have to do much fab work there. It should just bolt on. Might have to clean up some things on the back of the bumper to get it to fit. Hopefully not, but we will see. This is a K20Z3 with an A2 trans. We're doing a twin disc, simple little turbo setup. These are the parts that I was talking about here. Artec is what they're called. Look how slick this thing is. Yes, it's a cast piece, but it is beautiful. I like it. I might save up for one. Who's to say? We're gonna see how it fits on here. He brought us all the goodies. Turbo Smart everything. Working with the best Speed Factory racing parts. You guys know the deal. Precision turbos. Man, he just has all the good stuff. Artec downpipe. We got injector dynamic injectors, and then over here, this big, beautiful Speed Factory intercooler. So, enough jabbering. Let's dive into this thing and see how it goes. Nice it is having new parts just laying around, just like that. we got this thing out, and that action clutch has seen better days. We think that's a brand new OEM Honda throw out there. As long as it is, that one will be going back together. Booyah, that's it. Yep, beautiful. We're gonna do that. Change out the clutch. We gotta check the shimmage on it. We've got some instructions there, so we're gonna get that thing shimmed properly, get it put back in here. That thing's a bad to the bone. Look at that thing. Big old McLeod, mag force, that thing's just sweet. So we're gonna get it shimmed. Butch is gonna get it put back in there and then work on all the turbo stuff. I'm over here working on Lee. I was gonna help him on this one, but just having both the EM1s in here made me go, you know what? I'm gonna work on this one and let Butch work on that one. I got the shift linkages down, axles out. I'm getting ready to drop this engine out of the car so we can get it rebuilt and then start cleaning up all this suspension, changing it out, getting all this all-wheel drive stuff ready for this car. But for now, I'm gonna go eat and Butch is gonna work on this.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't.
Make sure to check your shims, everyone. You can apparently slap those right in if you're making some power and they'll work, but if you're not making power, I guess you wanna pull some shims out and change some things up and get it to like 50, 60 thousandths is what they're saying for play. We're not sure exactly what that means, but the instructions say to make sure that the fingers are flush with the back of the plate when it's all installed and down. Yep, so once this is tight, these fingers will suck down, and we wanna make sure they're flush with this right here. So we'll run a straight edge across it, make sure those are flat. If not, we'll pull shims, add shims, whatever it takes to get those flat across there, and that should be about our 50 to 60 thousandths that they're requiring us to have. Which got the rear main changed out, we got that guy all on there. We're gonna start stacking all those clutches on, getting that thing aligned, getting the tranny put back on, then to the fun stuff. Turbo build, downpipe, you guys know the deal. I hate to be this guy, but damn, McLeod clutches got us on this one. Butch was over here fighting it, getting frustrated, and I was like, man, it can't be that serious, can it? Oh, but it is. So we tried spinning the crank to get the transmission to align, and she stopped, froze up. Butch looked at me like, what the heck? All the bolt heads are rubbing on this transmission all the way around. So we still got a good, I don't know, what would you call it? Quarter inch, half inch?
Yeah, we were still far away from the motor, and it's still hitting out.
Still hitting. We talked to McLeod, or I guess Robert, the owner, talked to McLeod, and they said, oh, just shave the transmission's bell housing down a little bit and it'll clear. But we're gonna shave these down, shave down the trans, try to slap this thing back together, and hopefully have good news. It's a new day down here. Butch and I just got carried away last night. McLeod said shave down the trans. Well, I've been shaving on the trans and it needs some more shavings. I don't know how thick all this is. There's a bearing that sits back here somewhere. I don't know exactly where, and I'm just scared to keep taking, but we're gonna keep taking. We're gonna find that they say it'll fit. There's a guy out, McLeod says it'll fit, and there's a guy on the internet that says it'll fit. So hey, they both say just shave the trans. We're gonna shave on the trans. But the curse is just a cursing, I'm telling you. Butch is pulling the engine one more time on this thing.
Nothing is broken.
Nothing broke. There's just that puddle on the ground. So it's coming back out. I'm gonna get Lee's engine out. And then this thing's going home. It ran good yesterday. We drove it around. It's idled for easily an hour. Like, there's no doubt about it. Yeah.
We forgot about it like 3 times. It was just sitting out there. And then we finally brought it inside so we wouldn't forget.
Yep. And that's when we discovered that little puddle. It didn't happen yesterday. Super weird deal. So anyways, let's dive into getting this thing fixed and having a good day, everyone. Well, I got her out. This car's got quite a bit of old rusty rust all around inside of it there. But we're gonna get this engine bay stripped down, get everything pulled out of it, get the fenders pulled off, hood pulled off here at some point, all this pulled off the front, We are painting that engine bay. We're gonna get it all freshened up and cleaned up. And then I gotta get this engine built here. We're doing rods, pistons, the works on it. Works on the head. You guys know the deal. This came out pretty easy. Butch is dang near ready to pull that one out over there. That's going right along real smooth. So I'm gonna get this thing moved out of my way. Truck on this thing a little bit more. I might dive over there, give Butch a hand so we just see if we can't get that thing knocked out a little bit faster. He's flying on it, but hey, 2 hands, sometimes 4 hands, sometimes better than 2. Let's see how this goes. Man, not too shabby. We must have got a bad rear main seal for this thing. I don't know what the heck its deal was, but we got a new one put in there and now it all seems to be happy. Hopefully, we'll find out when we run this thing. We're gonna slap it all back together real quick, get it all buttoned up, test drive it, see how it goes. Freaking Friday, and I haven't recorded at all today. This week just kicked Butch's and I's butt. We had this engine out, I don't know, a couple times. We had clutch issues with that one over there a couple times. We made a few adjustments over here on this one, so she is just prime. Yep, it was one heck of a week. Dyno day on Monday for the wagon, so that means I gotta spend the weekend just cranking out little things on it. To start off, dang turbo. It needed a wastegate dump. I'm gonna recircuit back in. Right now I'm gonna tack that little bit on. I tried eyeballing it and I missed it by that much. So I'm gonna weld that back on and then that's gonna sit down right here, weld on right there. It'll all be merged and then I can go ahead and try to get all this back into the car. It came out pretty easy. With this piece welded on now, it doesn't go past here, so it shouldn't fight me at all. But it just comes out of the wagon. So hopefully it goes back in, then we'll put the manifold on, and then cooling fan, and I gotta change VTC. Donnie confirmed that. I have a ground right now and I need a 5-volt reference instead of a ground. So I need a 12 volt and a 5 volt, and I have a 12 volt and a ground. So I'm gonna switch those, and then all the wiring should be correct. And then cross our fingers, this thing goes to the dyno on Monday and makes a jam, y'all. All right, there it is, y'all. I welded that little piece on to give me the extension that I need, and I got that cleaned up pretty good. I went a little overboard in a few spots, but I think I can get that welded up and still make it look real nice. So I'm gonna go ahead, throw the TIG welder on and fire up and see if I can't get that thing welded. Haven't welded in a little while and it kind of shows, but also I'm playing around with the pulse settings, just see what they're all about. But I'm gonna throw some rod into this and see how it goes here.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I'm like a dang magician, y'all. Yesterday there was a big old turbo and manifold here. Today, wastegate. Just like that, I got these springs changed out to, I think somewhere in the 19-pound range, somewhere in there. My boy Alvin bringing me down some push locks so I can get those put in there. So that's all push lock ready. So then Butch and I can get a Mac valve set up in here. I got all this back together. It is just looking beautiful, I tell you guys. I'm loving the wagon. I'm super happy. And if you hear that welder's running, Butchels volunteered his Saturday to us. He down here doing some welding. He getting this all mocked up. I was nice enough to clean half of it out for you, bud, just not all of it. Yeah, the extra foot room. he's gonna finish up it's a cage at this point. She no longer just a harness bar. She's got an X in the back. We're gonna tie in the front. I think this thing's gonna end up with the funny car hoop in it. It's just gonna be a blast. Hey, road for 600. I'm gonna be safe. If you guys watch IFO, FCS, they had a bad to the bone Integra. Man, that car just flipped upside down. If it wasn't for a safety, would have killed the guy. Like, hit the wall 180 dead on. But that's kind of where we're at on it right now. I'm gonna actually put the wastegate back on since I don't have to fabricate a whole lot of stuff there, thank goodness. I should just be able to put those fittings in and the plug, get that on. I'm gonna work on the catch can. I think I found a spot for it right down in there. It's gonna go in the bumper area, put it down. I like it back there. It's just real close to the manifold, and if anything was to ever happen with oil and get it on that, fire. I like to keep all my oil lines away and all my fuel lines away from anything over by this guy. So that's where we're at. Let's jump into a time lapse and keep on trucking.
For several ages of vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Look what the cat drug in, y'all. We got our boy Alvin here with the 8th gen. We're finally changing the intercooler pipes so they don't run around and do the loop-de-loop swoop before they come up. Now they're both just gonna come out this side, straight in like all the rest of the 8th gens that we do. Even EGs, you name it, they all kind of go right through there. That's kind of our sweet spot. So Butch is gonna work on pulling those off, cutting the intercooler up. Alvin's gonna work on taking that intercooler off. And we're gonna get the crash bar put back on, make sure everything's gonna fit right. And then he brought me some fittings for the wagon, so I'm gonna get all those changed out. Man, it's getting chilly here in Texas, I tell you. It's just that time of year. Woo! That means it's boost season, y'all. This thing's got a new set of boost pipes. They're all on. We're getting clamps put on now, and Butch is getting ready to throw that wastegate right back up in there, get it hidden out of our way. Yeah, blow off valve. You know, the thing that does the thing on the thing. That's going down in there. Butch got it with the battery, still can go in. Man, it's all looking real good on this one. Change up the intercooler. Just, it's typical. That's every 8th gen that goes out of here, I swear is gonna have an intercooler that looks like that one. That's just,
It's the Roadwork special.
all but the one. That red one that's outside.
Yeah, but we didn't do that.
We didn't do that one. That one was just together. Butch is gonna finish wrap that thing up. It's been a long day down here, and I am about 190% done with all my wire. Let's wrap up this evening. Tomorrow I'm gonna come down and get the passenger seat in this thing, and then she's ready for the dyno on Monday. Man, am I ready for the dyno tomorrow. Everything under here is buttoned up. Mac valve is good to go. Everything under the bay, check. I do not have a catch can right now, but hey, we can live without one, can't we? Let's see what this baby looks like. All closed up, huh? But I also got both seats in this thing. They are both in, secure, good to go. Super happy with these seats. Super, super rad seats. Passenger one's all good. And then I also got all the center console put in. Look at that. How sweet. It shifts. Everything is super close. I notched just what I had to make everything fit just right. Then all the doors close. Cage is painted. It is all black. You can't even tell that thing's in there. It is slick. Seats are all good. Back here looks factory. Plus spare tire holder. How sweet is that? I'm super happy with it. Made a couple cuts in my carpet to get it just kind of how I wanted it. Battery back here, I do need to get a battery box built for that, but she looks just factory, as factory could be. Whew, this car has been a lot of work, but hey, we've been cruising right on through it. Just like that. Just like that, y'all. This car is ready to go. Come in here, the fuel tech's good. Let's see if she wants to start. There's the fan, there's the fuel pump.